Tonight, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Tonight, we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New Orleans Saints. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. 56 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Breeze with the handoff to Alvin.
So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ty Montgomery. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. That's a solid opening drive, and nothing fancy there at the end, just pounded in.
That felt like old school football, didn't it? All right, down at the goal line, and not only were they able to punch it in, as you just emphasized, they did it against a goal line defense that's stacked to stop the run. So if you're on that offensive side of the ball, you feel great about yourself right now. You're actually able to dominate a group that expected you to run the ball and still punched it in.
Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert had a tremendous career at the University of Oregon, ended up winning the Campbell Trophy, which was the academic Heisman, won a lot of football games, including the Rose Bowl and the Pac-12 championship, 32 touchdown passes last year. But the reason he really got himself solidified as the first-round pick for the Chargers, a terrific Senior Bowl week, was the MVP of the game. But I thought he was the MVP of the week the way he interacted with his teammates and opposing players, and everyone got to see his leadership on display.
This pass finds its way to Williams, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
The numbers for Hunter Henry from a week ago. 5 catches, 65 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unity he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And he's he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really wanted him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's third down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Herbert. That'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, step it back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
When Hunter Henry entered the league, people were really looking for him to establish himself as one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Ability to run and catch and make plays in open space. But the biggest obstacle he's had is just staying on the field. Ended up missing all of 2018 due to injury. When he's right, he is one of the better tight ends and better targets in the AFC West. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing it in here on second down, this time complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
On the return, Deontay Harris. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
At the 49-yard line.
On the ground, Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. 16 yards, a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Now this one is tight end out on the right side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
The numbers for Hill a week ago. He was no doubt a key piece to their puzzle in that victory.
And when this offense plays well, you just know he's going to be in the middle of everything, don't you? I mean, defense is going to say, we've got to take this guy away. He doesn't allow himself to be taken away, does he?
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Over the 7-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw on second down. Lutz looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
It's 3rd down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Herbert. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, they get downfield and create extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The tackle by
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze sliding out of the pocket. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. touchdown.
And they could have, would have, should have had a first down, but my English teacher's not going to be happy with this one. They didn't.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
25-yard.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Demario Davis makes the tackle. He led the Saints in that category in 2019.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Saints' 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
To Mike Williams.
When I watched Mike Williams play receiver at Clemson, one of the things I was drawn to is toughness. This is a guy who took some big-time hits out in the field as the #1 receiver and kept finding ways to make plays. And finally it's paid off for him because in 2019, had his first 1,000-yard season in the NFL and averaged over 20 yards per catch.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Eckler. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's Demario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He completes it to Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. From the right hash, this from 53. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. From the right hash, this from 53. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Chargers 10.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
At their own.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's the 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On the left side, a completion to his tight end. And on the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, was able to make the sure catch, and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
Chargers 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
Make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Near midfield at the 49. Return team. Unbelievable. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Breeze now on first down. It's caught by Sanders. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second. Quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
On first down, it's Herbert. Caught by Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30.
It's Eckler again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And the Chargers.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. That's complete right around the 8. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Good push up front in that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're heading towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1 yard.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
8-yard line.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 6 yards there. 1st down, New Orleans.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up 1st downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 1st down, Murray. Well, the tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Murray. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. They go with Murray again. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Ball carrier.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
He's got Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he's got a first down at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line.
Complete.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And the Chargers first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Herbert, he'll get this to Eckler. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Austin Eckler.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Murray. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
10th carry of the game now. Murray. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Ball carrier.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down now. It's Montgomery. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Ball carrier.
The Saints on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
The 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert, and caught by Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
On 1st and 10, Herbert looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. This will be caught at about the 5.
Herbert.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? Back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
He got into the end zone. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A run, it's Murray. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Breeze is looking to throw. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Austin Eckler.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And he is is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I enjoy watching Keenan Allen.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Justin Herbert.
One last throw here for Herbert. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight,
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.